Rained a bit last night and the tent's frosted over. We are off into the yonder, climbing up to the heads to try and get a morning view. Wet and cold last night, frosty this morning.
And we're going somewhere up there. We're going up there. We were just thinking we should have camped here last night for an amazing sunrise.
Finished our second to last peak, North Rams Head, and then we're going to head around the corner and across the valley, and we're going to do the final peak, Rams Head.
Beautiful, gorgeous day.
Hey.
And we've just come from up there. We've just come from there, and then we kind of thought this was what we had to climb because we couldn't see anything further, but in fact it's that we have to climb.
Something is that we're not doing things the easiest way on this trip.
No. Birds.
Coming in, back over to our tents. That's not ours, but we're just over the ridgeline there. Then we're going to have some breakfast, and then we're going to head out to Charlotte's Pass. That'll be the end of the trip. Just got back from our morning hike. That was one of the peaks we did. And we've come back to our campsite, and just where Ilky is where our tent was. And we tried to take the fly off because it was all wet and icy this morning. But unfortunately, our little clips that clip our fly on have frozen over, so we've had to move the entire tent. So all over the place when we've been hiking, we've been finding these trekking pole holes that were beginning of the trekking pole, but we all mentioned at some point that someone had been passed. And last night we were told that the trekking poles holes weren't actually trekking pole holes, they were funnel web spider holes. So here's one here. Funnel webs are one of the most venomous spiders on the planet. So we found a couple over there where we were camping, so we put rocks on them. So now we're being very aware of funnel webs in this area. We're aiming at our last peak, which is the one in the distance there. But we've gone pretty off-piste here. So she's going to be slow going to get us there, but then after that we're on the road and it's only a couple of K in to Charlotte's Pass. So here we are, we've come across from kind of about there, that's where we had the campsite, and we've come all the way across down here and up here. There's Kosciuszko. We're aiming at this rock, which we thought was our target, but once again we're not great at navigation, and it seems that that's our target. We're a little bit over time and that kind of thing, so there's no real way to turn back, so we're just pushing through. We'll get that, and it should just be a straight down into Charlotte's Pass and the car from there. here we are at our target, and it's turned out that we're not after that one, 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 and we're not after that one. So to a certain degree we're going the right direction, but we're lost. Just another update. We've gone past 2 peaks that we thought were the right ones and they weren't, and now we've spotted a trig point over there on that peak and believe we are now on the right one.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Being a trig point, it's giving some more impression of being the right thing. So all these rocky outcrops, each one looked like it was the last outcrop before this trig. So we've had about 3 times we thought we were up to the point where the trig is, or we were about to turn a corner and see the trig, and now we can see it, but there's still a rocky outcrop in the way. So we're almost there. We can see people and colours, so that's a good thing. So here's where we climbed this morning. Here's where we're camping. And now we've walked all the way through. We potentially should have used the bridge line that ended up here, but we went through the middle of the valley, and then we had about 6 or 7 times where these rocky outcrops looked like they were going to be the last one, but they weren't. And we are finally at the trig point overlooking Charlotte's Pass. There's the path we climbed on the 4-day. So we've come off the trig. Still some snow. People are playing even at Christmas. Charlotte's Pass roundabout. Yes, I second that emotion.
Continue straight for 35 minutes to Kosciuszko Road.
Decent looking burger.
This is nice. Holy shit.
You wanted the highest.
Calorific.
This is what's getting into town.